My son texted me, "Don't come to my wedding. My wife doesn't want to see you." I didn't reply. I quietly closed every bank account that had my name on it. The next morning, both of them were standing at my door. If you're listening to my story right now, please like this video, listen till the end, and tell me in the comments which city you're listening from. I want to know how far my story has traveled. I'm telling this story not for sympathy, but for truth. My name is Catherine Roberts. I live in Portland, Oregon. I spent 34 years of my life building everything for one person, my son. My husband, Michael, died of a heart attack when our son Luke was only 10 years old. One phone call changed everything. One moment I was a wife, the next moment I was a single mother with a child looking at me, asking, "Mom, is Dad coming back?" I didn't have time to break. I didn't have time to fall apart. I worked 2 jobs. During the day, I worked at a credit union as a finance officer. At night, I handled accounts for small businesses. I was always tired, but I never complained. I didn't buy new clothes. I didn't take vacations. I didn't remarry. I told myself one thing again and again: if I stay strong, my son will be okay. Luke grew up into a good man. He went to a good college. He studied business administration. When he got his first job, he called me every Sunday. He shared everything with me. He used to say, "Mom, you're my biggest support." And I believed him. Then he met Emily. The first time he brought her home, something felt off. She was confident, too confident. She answered questions meant for Luke. She corrected him. She laughed when she talked about his childhood, like she knew his life better than I did. "Luke told me you just handled accounts," she said once, smiling. "Not that you were a senior manager." I stayed quiet. I didn't want to be that mother. Slowly, Luke started changing. The Sunday calls became short. Sometimes they stopped completely. When he did call, Emily was always nearby. "Do you really need to talk to your mom again?" I heard her say once. Thanksgiving came, and Luke didn't visit. He said Emily wanted to start their own traditions. I tried to understand. I told myself this was normal. Then one day, I received a message. "We're engaged. Wedding in 3 months." No call. No visit. Just a message. I asked why everything was happening so fast. Luke said, "Mom, you get too involved. We need space." I tried to help with wedding planning, but I was shut out of everything. The guest list, the venue, the dress, none of it included me. Then, 20 days before the wedding, my phone buzzed. "Don't come to my wedding. Emily doesn't feel comfortable around you." I read the message again and again. My hands were shaking. My only child, the boy I raised alone, asking me not to come to his wedding. I called him. No answer. I texted him. No reply. For 2 days, I didn't sleep. On the 3rd day, something inside me changed. I closed every joint bank account I had opened for Luke. Accounts meant for his future. Accounts funded by my sacrifices. $81,000. That same evening, the bank called me. Someone had tried to access the closed accounts. Multiple attempts. The location was downtown Portland, where Emily lived. That was the moment I stopped doubting myself. I started looking deeper. Emily had massive credit card debt. She had been evicted from her last apartment. Her previous boyfriend was wealthy until he went bankrupt. 2 weeks after his financial collapse, she started dating Luke. Then I discovered something worse. A loan application for $50,000 in Luke's name. He never applied for it. The email and phone number belonged to Emily. This was fraud. I hired a lawyer. I locked Luke's trust fund so no future spouse could touch it. I removed myself from his lease and his car loan. I filed a fraud report to create a paper trail. Then one night, the doorbell rang. Luke and Emily were standing there. Emily was angry. She accused me of trying to control them. She said I was bitter and jealous. I didn't argue. I handed Luke a folder. Inside were documents, bank records, credit reports, loan applications. He read silently. His face changed. "Emily, what is this?" he asked. She tried to take the papers from him. She said I was lying. She said I was trying to destroy their relationship. Then she said something cruel. She's just a lonely old woman who can't let you go. Luke flinched. For the first time in months, he stepped away from her. And he said, "Don't talk to my mother like that." That night, Luke stayed with me. The wedding was called off. Today, our relationship is not perfect. Healing takes time. Trust takes time. But my son knows this now. Real love does not isolate you. Real love does not steal from you. And real love never makes you choose between your future and your family. If this story touched you, please like this video and tell me in the comments which city you're listening from.